your submission was in the video. But what we're actually talking about here that's maybe not being acknowledged are a bunch of elephants in the room. One of the elephants that I like to highlight in these conversations is the fact that we are struggling to acknowledge the racial reality that we exist within. And we often collude with denying those racial realities, and that's even showing up in the conversation here. So I want to say for me, I am an educator, so my main intervention is going to be in the chat. So I'm going to post a link to a graphic. It's the same graphic that's actually in my profile photo. So you all can reference that. What I really want to focus on is that in this conversation, we have to have an historically formed dialogue, which means that we have to acknowledge there is a disconnection between how we perceive intelligence, how we perceive competence. And that's what people are reacting to. And there's times use this. So regardless of what I would say is it could be a moment of reflection for you. Forward potential. And I think these points from having some exposure to a cultural and racial competency training or learning experience, it can be helpful, but typically those are at cost, just like services offered by any professional. Some questions that might come up would be things like, what has influenced how you understand who is intelligent or who is competent? And for others in this room, what's influencing your reaction to this conversation? Because a lot of what I'm hearing on stages, on Clubhouse and elsewhere, are colorblind racism statements or racially evasive statements, which really reflects a pretty low level of critical racial consciousness, which basically just means it's not really. I'm almost done.
Just about to jump in.
No, wait,
Dr. Just beat me to my. No, you're done now. You're done now, please.
Listen. The audience is literally saying, "What the hell is she talking about?" Like,
and I can clarify what I'm talking about if you don't cut me off.
Please. I can't take it, bro. Please.
And what I can't take, Mark, is that
listen, you're not in this room for yourself, right?
I understand that. I understand.
No, ma'am. Just please hold on, okay? We can do this another time, please. Okay, so the audience right now don't want you speaking for them. So let's just focus on what the audience want, because we're trying to prevent this situation from continuing to happen.
And that's exactly what this intervention would accomplish if you would let me land, actually.
She's got a lot of big words. I don't even understand what she's saying.
I understand exactly what she's saying.
Others might understand.
It's not useful or applicable right here, man. This is not that type of space, man.
But go ahead. Let's let her land. Go ahead, man.
And you don't have to call me ma'am. You can actually call me Dr. Jessica. That's okay. Like I said, I put the primary reference. With all due respect, it's not respectful for me.
All right, Dr.
So like I said, thank you. I put the link in the chat so folks could process it on their own. And again, this is the intervention I think is useful not only for this conversation, but also for preventive intervention as well. Thank you, and I land.
Thank you, Dr. Jessica. Appreciate you. Okay, cool. Let's go to the next person. Degad, do you want to speak?
Yes, I speak.
Are you offended? Are you offended with the video from Grant?
I will say I was offended, right? But it wasn't. My first reaction was to be offended. But I think about my education, and they actually do teach you to cater your words to your audience. So I understood that. Like, I understood that when I thought about it, and he was correct with that. What I was really offended about was the second video when he was asking, he was basically saying that he should be able to use the N-word. For me, I don't do that for myself, right? And even when I hear a Black person say it, I feel electric go down my spine. So, I understand that you want to be cool and, you want to be a part of the community. However, with some other people offended, just if you really want to be a part or a partner in this community, it should be nothing to just say, okay, I apologize, and that's my fault. I'm not going to do it again. I understand that hurts you. And it just moves on. It's no reason for us to keep going back and forth with that if it's not really a big issue.
Okay, and I appreciate that feedback. That video was 8 years ago, 2015, 8 years ago. I do regret that video. It was done. It was done in the conversation came up. I'm like, yeah, I wish I was cool enough to be in the club. I would never say it again. I totally get where you guys are coming from. I've never used the N-word. It's very derogatory. It was insensitive, and again, I've addressed that situation. So 8 years from now, it'll be 16 years. Somebody else against me down.
Well, you know, I committed felony many years ago too, but they still gonna hold me accountable for those. Lastly, I'll say,
I know, but I'm not going to hold that against you.
So listen, I've been a supporter of debate since y'all started it, right? And you know, I come there because it's conversations I can have with all types of different people with different perspectives. But one thing I will say is that at times it does seem like a minstrel show with the things that you and Jonathan and Jerry were doing, right? It's like you saying that you want to be identified as a black man. It's kind of similar to like some Amos and Andy, right? And some people have called me out about that in my own community. Like, why you in that room with the people in their corner and all of this? And I'm like, wow. So, sometimes I bear the burden of even supporting you guys because of some of the content that y'all are putting out there. And these are real concerns. It does offend certain people. And if people are offended, there should be nothing wrong with just saying, okay, I apologize, and then I'll do better, or I'll try to do better. There's nothing wrong with that. Peace.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, my brother. 100%. Let's go to the coon killer. The coon killer. Oh shit. Jump in, bro.
Sunday's not realistic. Especially with people like Brent see him on the way. I'm embarrassed though. I'm embarrassed by the way how you niggas are caping for this white man who basically said, in those sort of words, that basically saying, I like dumb niggas, I can play them, I get down on their level, and I take advantage of them. And you should be ashamed of yourself, Nelson, for caping for this white man. He don't respect you. Trust me, he don't. You his boy.
I'm sorry, but he didn't say that.
Niggas, I don't care what he said. I'm not talking to you. All right. You niggas are here caping for him. Y'all are ashamed. Y'all are embarrassment. Okay. Grant is a cracker, a racist ass cracker that don't respect y'all. He's a grifter, pissing off y'all, using you.
Can we kick him off the stage, Nelson, for being racist? That's a racist.
No, it's all good. It's all good. No. Let him speak. Here's the deal. There's people in the audience that think the same way.
But I just like to know, has he ever met me? Calling Grant that word is not acceptable. I'm not even going to fraud, bro.
Let's bring it back up, right? Because it's good that we get to address it. You know what I mean? So please bring him back up. His name is the Coon Killer.
Bro, the Coon Killer. Grant came up here and said that to us. Oh my God.
Yeah,
N-word.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. My God.
Absolutely. But it's all good, guys. I mean, listen, we throw them down. Guess what? They're gonna open a room about it. You know what I'm saying? So let's just address it once and for all. Please, somebody bring him back up to the stage. I don't follow him, so I can't see him. Hocus, Mark, if you help me out with that, that'll be great.
Yeah, I'm looking for him. I didn't move him, but I'm looking for him.
All right, the Coon Killer, please raise your hand, brother, if you're still here. Just raise your hand, man, so we can pull you up to the stage.
Or tell him to write in the chat. Tell him to write in the chat. We can bring him up.
That as well. The Coon Killer. Shit, man, he was going in on us, man. I tell you,
his name. He want to kill us, right?
I mean, damn, bro, that boy was
with K's, all K's. He the real KK.
He said, "I'm gonna fuck these boys up today." God damn, guys, have you found him?
Can't find them in the search.
I don't know if they moved him out the room. I can't see him.
Yeah, I'm guessing somebody probably did. Okay. Let's get somebody else up that shares his ideas. Okay. So anybody can hit the hand raise button. That would be great. We'll pull you up to the stage right now. Again, please don't just type in the chat. Come on stage. Let's talk about it. You're not going to be moved. I mean, like you see, we want to hear from y'all. Okay. So come on to the stage.
Nelson, I got two people that want to come up. Lou Fax and Alicia.
Okay, please bring him up. All right, let's go to I brought somebody. Jamal, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. wanted to say it then. He sounded like it was pride. He said that like he was juiced to say it. So what changed in the last 8 years to where you don't want to say it now? I mean, how old are you?
I realize how sensitive the issue is.
You didn't know then?
Tasteless. I didn't have the same understanding of how it would be received by you, my friend.
And you said you're from Louisiana, right? In the South. You didn't know what the N-word meant.
I know, yeah. I've never used the word, by the way. Have you ever heard me use the word?
So you listen to hip-hop, right? When you hear the N-word playing, would you stop singing it?
Yeah. What's your point? What point do you want to make?
I'm saying we know white people say the N-word. So if you listen to hip-hop, we know in your head you say the N-word, definitely. But anyway, you said you wanted the pass, though. I'm giving you the pass.
Okay. Should I?
I'm a black man. I'm a black man. Dark-skinned black man. I'm giving you the pass. Look what you said.
At this point, I don't know that it'd be safe for me to accept anything from you, and even if you gave that to me, I wouldn't use it.
But you was so 8 years ago you would have said it though, right?
I didn't say that.
You did say it. You said you wanted a black man to give you the N-word pass. You literally said it.
Doesn't mean I would.
You can say it.
Doesn't mean I would use it.
This is all damage control, man. We know how you feel, man. You can't.
What damage? What damage? What
damage? You're trying to
damage?
bring damage control to say you're not a racist.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey, are we done with this, gentleman?
Appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much for coming up to the stage. Let's go to Lou. Lou, please, you have the mic.
Yeah, so I got a question. Because I was hearing people calling, the people that's offended, broke, miserable, right? Because I feel like people talk about selective outrage, but I feel like y'all be a lot of people that was calling people miserable and broke. Y'all got selective hate, and y'all picking and choosing who y'all want to call broke. So if Grant was to say this about the Jewish community or the LGBT community, right, and then these community was fake outrage and offended, would y'all come on stage and be like, y'all fake outrage, y'all some broke motherfuckers. You motherfuckers ain't getting no money, right? I see this only with a lot of people do this with black people in America. Like, it's like this extra vitriol that people got for us. Like, because me personally, I wasn't like, so him saying the N-word was asking somebody, can they say the N-word? Now that's kind of over the line, but him saying the street, me personally, I wasn't offended, but there are black people that are offended. So if the collective of black people offended, I'm offended with them, right? But Grant Cardone literally apologized, right? Which I respect. All right, cool. If you're gonna apologize, we forgive you. I'm not with the counseling people or none of that weird shit, right? But to allow people on stage to say just because we're offended, specifically the black community, now we broke and miserable. Would y'all do that to Jewish people? Is Jewish people broken and offended? I mean, broke and miserable if they're outraged? Because y'all only do this with people that y'all think that don't got no money. And I feel like it's classist and it's hypocritical, right? Because if y'all keep the same energy towards other groups of people, I respect it. But if y'all only saying that the black communities is broke and miserable and shit, I feel like y'all the weirdos. You feel me? Like, y'all wouldn't show me one room on Clubhouse when Jewish people was offended or the LGBT community was offended, and y'all called them broke and miserable. Can y'all do that?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be the first to speak up. Lou is 100% correct in that particular aspect. I'm a model on the stage. I'll support Red, but in that aspect, my man is right, dog. My man is right. Right?
Yeah, man. And, on top of that, by the way, I've never heard Grant use that, by the way.
No, it was other people on stage that was calling black people.
I know. You were talking about Preston, right? Ola?
Yeah, you and Ola was saying that we was miserable and we're broke and like, oh, y'all fake offended. Y'all would never do that to a Jewish community or the LGBT.
I want to say I did. Just so we know, I did. So,
Lou, he's still right. Ola was speaking to specific people. I was speaking to specific people. I was as well, and everybody else on stage. I said it was doing the same as well. Here's the deal, Lou. If it don't apply, let it fly, bro.
Yeah, but look, see. All right, so this is the thing I'm talking about. All right, so this thing I'm talking about. Me personally, I got money. I'm doing well in life, but I'm not. So you let you disrespect. Listen, let you disrespect a poor family member of mine because they're broke. So just because it didn't hit me, if it hit somebody I fuck with, I'm gonna take offense to it. That's called being on code. Like, I'm not gonna let you disrespect nobody that's black and poor just because they're broke. I don't do that weird ass shit. Like, what the fuck?
But Miller, I just want to say I did do those rooms. I did say those things.
Like, I got poor, elderly people in my family, and I don't let y'all call them broken, miserable because they're poor and elderly. Like, what the fuck is y'all on?
But you said, Lou, you have said if any one of us on the stage had did that, I did do that.
Yeah. Why not just say that y'all for sale? Like, why are we playing this game? Like, why not just say that blackness is for sale? They say if he has enough money, then you'll coon for a couple $. Grant Cardone is a scammer. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he do his thing. Like, most of y'all do y'all bullshit. But my point is, you people who portray yourselves as black people, y'all not outraged. Y'all sit on stage. Y'all gonna be in community with this.
Hey. You know what I'm saying?
Let him go, man. Let him go.
I mean, bro, listen.
But why can't we have an intellectual discourse?
No, you sound intellectual.
I mean, he is telling the truth. Y'all niggas is. Just say y'all for sale. Just say y'all selling y'all ass. Y'all sell y'all blackness.
Bro,
he's telling. If he spend enough white dollars, you'll sell your ass. Just like y'all let Jeremy Green slide and John LeGresham.
Yo, Derek, hold on. Trill, listen, bro. It's a few people on stage. If you can't have decorum, bro.
Where's the decorum lacking? Is this a child room or an adult room?
Listen. Okay? You gotta let me speak. I'm running the room. Okay? If you don't have proof Grant scammed anybody, don't come on stage and say Grant Cardone.
But I got proof on video what he thinks about you as a black person.
Then speak on that.
We could talk about the whole thing. Hold on. I have the mental fortitude to talk about anything under the spectrum that you want to talk about. But what I'm saying is I don't want the petty fogging. I'm not interested in coddling people and rubbing the backs of adults. Admit that you sell your ass. Hold on, my man. Can I address this? Oh, my man. Every time I try to speak, y'all try to barricade and y'all try to emotionally bulldoze. But can I finish the statement to that grown man before you save him?
Why
can't I say that statement to the grown man before another grown man want to put his cape on and save this man?
Bro, we just said, I
appreciate that. Why not? So hold on. Who addressed Grant as another grown adult and be like, hey man, if you on some fuck shit, this is how you feel about people that look like me, I can't continue to do business with you. When who moral compass was higher than you potentially chasing a buck? That's what I'm asking you. Is anybody going to answer? So just say y'all prostitutes, say y'all selling y'all ass, and stop masquerading. Hold on,
especially, you're going to hold on. You just asked the question. Okay, you just asked the question. Yeah, go ahead, Grant. You want to answer first? Go ahead.
Let us know.
All right, yo.
Keep this dude to the audience, bro. Keep this dude to the audience.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, because here's the deal, folks. First and foremost,
neither Jonathan nor Nelson, to my knowledge, have ever received any money from me. So we're not. Have you guys ever gotten money from me? I don't remember sending you.
No, we haven't.
Never.
I think you guys sent me some money. I think I won a bet from you, Jonathan, for like 10 grand for aliens.
Yeah, I gave you 10 grand.
Yep.
So they have not received.
But why only answer half my question, not the other half?
Bro, we're in the process of answering the question. Let me finish.
Bro. Man, you a coward. Shut your whole ass up.
Nelson, let me address something real fast.
No.
Let me address something, bro.
One second. I don't want to go. We're professionals. We're going to continue to handle as professionals, even when people aren't. Go ahead, Grant. Let's finish. Grant, you were saying.
Can I say something, please?
Go ahead, Nelson.
All I'm saying is, bro, whoever's coming up here, we're definitely gonna give you the space to talk. You can call it coons, you can do all that crazy shit. That's fine. But listen, let's have a conversation. Don't come in here trying to dominate, screaming on top of your voice on your microphone. I will kick you the fuck out.
God forbid, I'll just go outside. My question is, I want to have an adult conversation. And it's a manipulative tactic when I ask an entire question and you're intentionally avoiding the question that I asked. I didn't ask a question to a white man. I didn't ask
What was
a question to anybody.
Sir, what was the question? I answered.
So with that, okay, hold on. Right? I asked a question to all the black people. So,
but sir, just
oh
my
my God, why can't we
because you just complained about not answering the question.
No,
please
because
question so I can answer it.
This is pathetic.
Sir, I want to answer the question. Please allow me to answer the question.
I thought you said that I can ask the question. The question was, hold on, my man. We both can't do this. All I'm saying is the reason why you don't know the question because you wasn't interested in the question. My question was, which one of y'all chastised Grant and was like, yo, we can't do business if this is how you navigate. This is your politic, and that's cool. He's some Nordic guy who gives a fuck, right? But which one of you niggas was like, yo, we not fucking
we don't use that. We don't use that word in this.
Which one of you, children of Africa, the foundational black Americans, which one of y'all that's invited to the cookout by default because of your skin color, which one of y'all was like, I'm not participating in this. My moral compass is stronger than some dollars. That's what I'm asking. And when I asked the question the first time, nobody answered. Now y'all had enough time to think and y'all taking an answer. Go ahead,
bro. Actually, you were talking. You guys started playing that crazy noise, and we had to fix it. Okay, so let's come on. So here's the thing. First of all, I'm not gonna chastise Grant. Grant's a grown fucking man. Okay, and I know, and the fact that you use terminology such as chastising and shit like that tells me that we're not probably on the same level. Okay, because in business you don't you chastise children and pets. Okay, you shouldn't even do that. You should coach them. All right, so let's just start there. All right, so now as far as me, what I said to Grant, okay, guess what? Grant didn't say anything racist. Okay, now you may not like how it sounded. I didn't like how it sounded. In fact, when I heard it, I was like, wow, this is gonna blow up. Okay, and believe it or not, I heard it weeks before you guys did. A week or two before you guys, a week and a half, something like that, because someone kept trying to go Nelson and I into a response. So here's the deal, folks. As far as doing business, Grant, we're not doing business. Grant is a friend. That's it. Grant's a friend. I'll tell you something. But Grant has done anything he could do to make sure that we thrive. He's done. Okay. So when we talk about what have we done or what has he done, what the hell have you done? The only thing you've done is come here and you're gonna use it 15 minutes. Okay, because by next month this shit will be dead. What's your name, sir? Trill Manny?
But I want to read the definition.
One second, bro. Okay? Because this is contrary to your belief. This is not your stage. You're an invited guest here. Okay, this is the Million Marathon and the Million Marathon Club, where all the members we come together and we try to do things respectfully. So, like I said, give it when this 15 minutes is up. Whatever your name, Black First or whatever, we're not gonna remember you. Okay, and it's gonna go on. Instead of you using this moment, okay, to try to get something positive, because if you're that damn outraged, okay, why not work with them? Work with someone that's still affiliated with and get something out of it. All you want to do is say, I'm mad. Pound your chest, okay? Call us coons, okay? Coon 1, coon 2, whatever you want to do, okay? And then guess what, my friend? It's over. It's over. You go back to where you are. Nelson goes to his fucking house in the suburb. I go to mine in the suburb. Whatever the fuck we do, it moves on. You don't use this, and you're not using this moment for the right things. Okay, you're not speaking for me. Wait, there's not a lot. Wait, and then have I professed to speak for
You're a very disgusting individual. I'm about
One second.
All you're doing is filibustering everybody.
Bro, I'm almost done. Okay? Because what? You know that rule who has go ahead,
take your time. You stuttering a little bit. Take your time.
Because he's embarrassed.
You know what?
You know what I'm saying? You know how it goes.
When you're ready, I'll let you read the definition.
You know what I'm at? You don't never hold.
Let me get on Mike accountable for certain things. You're embarrassed.
Bro, guess what?
And I'm way younger than you. You an OG. You embarrassing, bro.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that and I accept that.
Johnny.
Why did y'all move Lou Fax down to the stage?
Yo, dude.
To the booth.
Dude. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right, Trill. we're gonna move past you to Derek right now. Okay.
Oh, because I was hitting too much heat. I got you.
Nah, dude, you're loud. You're just
yeah,
loud.
I know. It's everything but.
Okay, appreciate you. Thank you very much. Let's go to Derek because it seems like they both have the same thoughts, but he's speaking calmer. So let's go to Derek instead. Derek, please grab the microphone.
I'm just saying, I be coming in here, tapping into y'all rooms, and I laugh. Certain things I do feel like is embarrassing. I feel like the situation, I don't think Grant is racist, but I do think that he used the wrong word in the way he was saying, and I would respect for him to apologize about that part. Now, for Jonathan and Nelson, some of the shit that y'all been saying to Black people on stage and certain things, that's embarrassing. Because y'all won't hold him accountable for certain things, but you'll hold our own Black people for certain things that they say. And that's the embarrassing part. Because y'all disrespecting people. And I'm younger than y'all, so I'm looking at y'all like how we supposed to get guidance from niggas like y'all, and y'all not even holding accountable shit for the person on stage who said some shit. If people are outraged, and it's not like it just came from Clubhouse. Like this shit is everywhere. I respect. And the fact that y'all sitting on this stage and acting like it's cool, it's kind of crazy, bro. Okay. And Jonathan, the shit that you just said, the trill for what he said to you, he's making a valid point, and you're just uncomfortable that he said it because he's saying it in a way where you're feeling targeted, and that's embarrassing, bro.
Okay, can you explain that to me? Because I want to make sure that we get this cleared up. Because here's the thing, and explain it to me. What do you mean? What did Nelson and I say that was embarrassing? And what did we say?
I don't really have to say. I mean, everybody that said it. You feel me? I'm just letting you know that I'm embarrassed from y'all actions. That's it. I'm not about to come on here and argue with y'all, yell at y'all. I'm just saying, like, y'all are embarrassing.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate. Thank you. I appreciate that. And let me just say this right here. Grant has been holding himself accountable. Okay, there's 1,800 people in this room right now, and Grant has apologized several times about what was said. So and that's the whole purpose of this room. Is for, and he's done it already, and he's here to do it again and again and again. For as long as it takes, or as long as he has, whatever. He's done it already. And you guys are like, oh, you're embarrassing because you're not holding someone accountable. Okay? The man has given an explanation. Derek, let me ask you a question. How did Grant feel about what he said, Derek?
I heard him say a few times that he should have said different things, should have said different wording. But my whole thing is, he said his part. I'm not coming on here to speak to Grant. Yeah, I'm speaking to y'all. I appreciate that, Derek. I look at Grant the same way that I, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I'm talking to you two, Nelson and Jonathan.
All right, let me jump in here, Derek. Derek, listen, Nelson.
Brother, either.
I can't hear you, bro. Okay.
You got let me just speak for Derek.
Yeah. So just to jump in, speak for. I mean, first of all, dude, I'm African. Okay. I can't even for Black Americans. I can't even speak for fucking Africans. Okay. I don't speak for anybody but myself. Right. That's me. I'm not sure how Jonathan feels, but that's me. I say what's on my mind. I say what's on my chest. And I'm hey, if you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, you don't like it kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to be liked by everybody because I know it's impossible to be liked by everybody, dog. Right? But here's what I do know. Most people who listen to me like me. The minority don't. Right? And I've seen that time and time again with my shows. I get the numbers I get because most people vibe with me. Right? So, dude, I'm not here to appease everybody, bro. If you feel, and by the way, you're probably not the youngest on the stage. I'm 27. So you're probably not the youngest. I probably am. Right? Just wanted to clear that up real quick. But beyond that, bro, hey, here's the way I feel about it, right? If you feel a certain way, it is what it is. I'm probably not going to be able to change your mind. It just is what it is, bro. We just keep it moving. We clearly can't jive with each other. It just is what it is. In this world, not everyone's going to like you. I'm not out here to make everybody like me. It's impossible. I'm going to be myself, my authentic self, doing what I do. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Find somebody else to vibe with. That's just how I am, Brody. My mama raised me, my African mother raised me to not see color. My African mother raised me to vibe with people that could vibe with me, whether you're white, black, blue, green, whatever the case may be. That's how my African mother raised me. I went to school in England with white, black, brown, fucking Eastern Europeans, freaking 5 years. That's my upbringing, right? And it transcends into the spaces and the rooms that I do. You got a mixed stage. You got a mixed audience. That's just me. That's Nelson. That's my vibe, bro. You know what I'm saying? And if, hey, you don't like it, you don't like it. It is what it is, right? And when it comes to helping people, raising money for people, all the shit that we've done on this app, it has never been limited to one race, right? It's only limited to the person's story. And a black person can have a story. A white person can have, a fucking Asian person can have a story, bro. As long as we vibrate with the story, we help people, bro. That's what we always done. I vibe with Jonathan because he sees we have the same feelings in regards to how we approach race. That's just how we are, brother. You're not gonna change us. No one in here is gonna change us. Because here's the deal. You're the minority. Right? So we can respectfully, we can respect each other's views and just keep it pushing. But to come here and say, we're embarrassing.
Y'all are embarrassing, though.
1 second, let me finish.
Everything that you
gotta let me finish, bro. But dude, you gotta let me finish, brother. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let me finish. So when you come up here and say we're embarrassing, yes, we're embarrassing to you, the minority. But to the majority, that's not the case, brother. And you're not gonna change how we move today. So let's focus on
Nelson,
the
minority compared to the minority according to who?
We're talking about the majority. Let's stop. Let's finish.
Sure.
Yeah, let me finish, man. Okay. Shit, the minority according to Clubhouse. Clearly, I got the biggest rooms on Clubhouse. So clearly, the fucking minority.
We don't care about Clubhouse, bro. We're talking about real life. I'm not talking about Clubhouse.
Bro. Just mute out. We're gonna give you. We did not interrupt you. Let you speak. Let's go.
Shit's crazy. I'm
not even talking to you, Jonathan. I'm talking to Nelson. I'm not talking to you right now, bro. I already told you
bro.
about you, bro.
Bro, just mute out for a second, Brody. Okay, not gonna get anywhere talking over each other. Okay, so that's how I feel, bro. And that's how I'm always feel. It is what it is. But again, this room's not about us. This room's about Uncle G. And I want to keep everything on Uncle G. Because I ain't worried about shit on my part. We still gonna keep rocking and rolling regardless. Okay? Grant wants to do this for you guys, so let Grant do this for you guys. Let's not get distracted and focus on Nelson and John.
Hey, Nelson, how were you able to change the title? When did Clubhouse do that?
And how's the feature they got? And how's the feature?
Oh, this is a house?
Yeah, it's a house.
Man, it's a big house right here.
So can I say something? Since a black woman hasn't said anything, can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead. But yeah, black women have spoken, just to clear up. But yeah, go ahead.
Sorry I wasn't here for that. Sorry I missed that. But just listening to it, I hear both perspectives, and I was able to kind of develop a paradigm shift. Listening to both sides, and it does kind of feel like an embarrassment, just because of the remarks that I've heard from Grant, and I've sat in mutual spaces with Grant, and it's been a conducive environment. However, I was slightly offended by the comments, A, being black and B, being a woman, whether it's minority or majority. I'm speaking in statistically in the world, not just a social media app. So I think the embarrassment comes from having two men who are of color, the same color as me, regardless of your descendant or what you identify as ancestrally, right? Because back in the day, we would have both been shunned and turned away from the same water fountain that Grant drank from. So I think that we should have been able to unify and kind of protect one another in that sense, and just agree that, yeah, we may not see color, but we also need to not see discrimination. We need to not also see statements that make the other side or the other population or minority, as you put it, uncomfortable or unhinged. Because if different comments were made from individuals like us, like Black Americans, since you don't identify as such,
but like people that look like me, Black and brown people who are proud to be Black and brown and who identify as those, if we made comments, condescending comments towards Grant or his race or anything like that, it would be huge. It would be big. It would be talked about. It would be blown up. It would be blown out of proportion, and false narratives would be ran. So the embarrassment comes because there's no unity to address it. And we don't need any reparations. We don't need any apologies, right? Because when a person shows you who they are, you take it. It's something that's expected. Are we going to shun Grant for it and hate him? No, we'll still show up and we'll move accordingly. But it is an embarrassment for you all not to even recognize it as something that was wrong or discriminatory. And I land at that.
Okay, I want to jump in because Grant, are you familiar with Grant's comments, the comments that he made? Because what you said discriminatory. Okay, can you tell me how he was discriminating and tell me the racism and what he said? I just want you to address those two things because maybe we can get somewhere there.
Sure.
Okay, so how was it discriminatory and how was it racist?
Did you hear the comments?
No, yeah, I trust me. I've heard the comments. Okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
So if you heard the comments, I'm not here to be a tape recorder, Jonathan. You've heard the comments, so just we're not going to do that.
No, you just said sure.
You heard the comments, and we're not going to gaslight one another here.
Ma'am, I'm not gaslighting. Ma'am, see, now you're getting upset, man.
Listen, no, I'm not upset at all. I'm not upset. No.
Give me a moment. Give me a moment.
Sure.
Because I was speaking and then I invited you because you said you labeled the comments discriminatory and racist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I did,
and what I did think the audience, some part of the audience wants to understand because they have heard the comments, wants to understand how.
I would rather not repeat the comments as they're triggering for me.
Okay, I'm not
just jump in.
Yeah.
One not speaking right now, and it says Grant Cardone speaks.
Sure.
So, and we've been in here quite a while now. So I came in under my own accord. I'm very aware that some people have been offended by the Laura Trump interview. I've said, hey, I don't want to offend anybody, guys. I don't wake up in the morning and say, let me go offend some people. Okay. I've also addressed and handled the targeting thing. I target anyone and everyone that wants to do better for their family financially. We target groups, we market to them. Also address the dumbing things down and keeping it raw. You guys that have been in enough rooms with me, I've never used big vocabulary. I don't even know how many clubhouse rooms over the last 2 years, hundreds and hundreds. So you guys have had plenty of time to get to know me. If you guys think I'm a racist, continue with your thoughts. I'm not a racist. I love people, all races. Majority of my friends are actually Black. And I love you guys. I want to support you guys going forward. I want to help you. I do a lot for the community. I do a lot for people that want to help. I got big bags. That doesn't make me a bad guy either. I started all this from nothing. I was raised by a single mom. I spent time on the streets. Sorry, I'm not going to give you guys a monopoly on the word streets. Nobody's going to tell me that I can't use that word. I lived on them. And for you guys that want to support me and want to be friendly with me, cool. For those of you that don't change your mind, don't change your mind. It's all good, man. We're all good. I'm good. I want you guys to be good, regardless of your opinion of me. My job is to go out into the world, take care of myself, my family, my community, people that want to be with me, my partners, our customers, our investors. I'm going to continue to do that, expand that, and grow that. I'm going to continue to go out and flourish and prosper. I'm probably going to continue to go out and say stuff wrong, step on my dick, not say it wrong, offend people. I'm not perfect, okay? I'm not perfect, I'm not going to be perfect, and hey, I ain't even going for it. I'm not even trying to be perfect. Am I trying to be better? Yes. So for those of you,
Grant, do you feel like because you have African American friends that maybe that opened the door for you to be a little bit lax or comfortable with the vocabulary that you use in certain spaces?
No, I just think I talk before I think I talk. I think I speak without an editing device.
Without thinking?
I'm an unfiltered.
You got an editing device, he said.
Oh, okay. So without thinking?
No.
Yeah.
I'm responding to you without a script right now. I'm not a politician. I'm not trying to protect
myself against anybody, guys. You guys don't want to like me. It's cool, man. There's 7 billion.
No, Brent, I'm just trying to get to it because if you speak without thinking, that means that's just reflective of what you think.
No.
So no, I don't need nobody. I'm talking to him. And we're not arguing. We can have a conversation as two individuals. We don't have a problem. He's a grown adult and I'm a grown woman. We can speak with etiquette and we're speaking.
If you're saying that if I speak without thinking, therefore that's what I was thinking, okay. Well, if you want to play that puzzle, play it. Like,
I was just trying to make it look on the other side.
Can you let an agenda? Excuse me. Yeah. For those of you who have an agenda to make me wrong, I will give you so much material to make me wrong. It's unbelievable. Okay? If it's the make Grant wrong thing, guys, you don't even have to try. There's fucking 12,000 videos on YouTube. You don't need to settle on 2 of them. There's another 11,998, and you can find something in all of them that would be like, he is a dick.
Right.
I dare any of you go put up 12,000 videos and do 250 interviews, probably 20,000 interviews over the last 10 years, and see if you don't say something that's stupid. Okay, it doesn't sound bad, it doesn't offend someone. I do it every day. So again, I'm not going to keep apologizing because, okay, at some point it's like, it diminishes who you are now. Okay, so take me for who I am and how I am. I'm not perfect. God might have made me perfect and I screwed it up. Any of you guys that meet any perfect people, let me know. I'd love to meet this species that is perfect and always says it perfect. I'm a man that has absolutely no reason to be in rooms like this except that I'm curious. I have fun in them. I like mixing it up with you guys. I have more fun with people like you than I do people that are at my level. Okay, and that was part
And what does people like you mean?
People like me, 65-year-old white men with a bunch of fucking money. You know exactly what I mean. That's what I mean.
So you mean people like us, fun, full of youth, able to hold different.
I like being in the room with Nelson and Jonathan and so many of my friends that I'm on Clubhouse with all the time. I like mixing it up at night, having fun, laughing, shooting the shit, talking regular. Like I prefer this than being in a meeting with JP Morgan. And I can be in those meetings. I can be in the meetings right now.
So Grant, can I say something real quick, Grant?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna. Y'all don't know what I can do. I'm gonna tell you, why do I choose to be here? Because I have fun hanging out in these rooms. I don't have fun in this room because I think at this point we're beating a dead horse. Like we're not getting anything productive done, which is not good for anybody in the room now. Like if we're not going to be productive, why are we doing it? So I appreciate your questions.
Fun.
I appreciate your comments and your questions and the narrative and your opinions, frankly. Because I get it. You guys, everybody here deserves to have whatever opinion they have of me. And I respect that. And I'm cool with it. It's fine. And I just want you, all of you, everybody in the room, everybody, I wish all of you to be super successful and take care of your families and do well. And if I can assist in that, great. If I can't, no problem.
Absolutely. Can I answer one of the questions you had about the
No. I think we, again, I agree with Grant. It's like beating a dead horse. I mean, Grant's apologized. Grant's answering most of the questions. Okay, if it's not about Grant, we can do it when Grant's gone. Okay, but yeah. So
Nelson, I appreciate you having the room again. I appreciate you having the room and appreciate everybody. It's a big room, man. Goddamn, 1,800 people in Clubhouse. That's like the old days.
Clubhouse is alive.
Hello? Hello?
It was in regard to.
Is that Freddie?
Why they say
that's Freddie. That is Freddie.
What up, Grant?
It was in regard to them saying they what.
Man, some people just don't get it, but I swear to God.
Nelson, Yoshi, let me get up in there real quick.
Man, Grant Yoshi's here too, man. Goddamn guy with no feet.
You ever get some shoes?
Man, I went to the running store yesterday, and all of the soles are real thick and big, and so I just stayed barefooted, wearing my flip-flops, man. The industry is failing me.
So that's what it is. Man, look, Grant, you know 100%, you know, how we roll, you and I, on this app and so forth. You was the only one that came up and spoke up for me. You spoke unapologetically about my character, my person, and so forth. And I reciprocated it, not just frivolously, but because authentically. Man, I told people the other day, Grant is not a racist by far. I don't agree with hypocrisy. I don't agree with people seeing everything through a lens of color. You just look at a man as he is. This whole, you owe me an apology for something that wasn't even said directly to you. And in fact, what's the apology that's needed to be had? I quoted Jay-Z lyrics where he said basically the same thing that they want to hold you accountable for. Yeah, I quoted that because that's the fact.
I dumb it down to double up my profits.
Yeah, my dollars. You know, you got to learn what those lyrics are, Grant. You misquoted. Yeah. But basically, that's what he said. You know, and there was no outrage. So I don't like hypocrisy. I don't like somebody trying to paint an individual with colors or with oils, you know, when water bases are required. This is crazy. I mean, people like, where do you learn this cancel culture? And I'm going to just say it matter of factly. Some people have learned this from their liberal handlers. Thinking that somebody owe you an apology, you just want to be offended because somebody says something. No one's perfect. No, they wasn't speaking to you. And this is just blowing up too much beyond what it ever should have been. It's like people want to suppress free speech because they want you to be responsible. And when I say you, not you just in particular, but you as in everyone in here in general, they want you to be responsible for their feelings, their sense of being offended. And this is crazy, man. It's just gone too far. So Grant, you know, I'll say it right here unapologetically also, not just his words, because this is my actual sentiment. I've never sensed in you a racist bone. And you know 100%, like when I thought that you had said something out of line, I just told you what I thought about it and left it there. And ironically, guess what? You didn't take it to heart as in having a grudge against me. You probably reflected on it, but we all moved on into the next room on the next topic. That's it. And so, 100%, man, I see you as you are to the extent that I see you. And
thanks, Yoshi.
Yeah, this is all nonsense.
And I remember when that room was going off on you, I forgot about that until you brought it up. And that's what I do for my friends, man. My friends, good, I'll stand by you guys. Even when you get it wrong, I'll stand by you. Because I know none of you here are perfect either. And I hope I get to know all of you here at some point so that when you mess up, I can come back to you. Because that's what I want for my friends. None of my friends expect me to be perfect. So I'm not asking you guys to give me a pass on anything. Y'all can be as hard on me as you want. I like it. Steel makes steel. Steel makes steel better or something like that. I don't even know what the saying is, but steel sharpens steel, right? So I appreciate you guys giving me the feedback, holding me accountable, telling me I can be better. Appreciate you guys that are, you know, hey Grant, you can just be better. You guys that want to, you know, put me on the cross and persecute me. It's another great man. So that's what they do to people, man. Sometimes great people doing great things get somebody just wants to take them down. So you guys want to take me down a couple notches? Good. I'll get a little humility, and I'll get a little more courage and strength to continue to calm my down. I hope you guys all do the same thing. So again, Nelson John, thanks for holding the breath.
All day. Again, Grant, 1 second, Grant, before you go, guys, I'm gonna tell you something. Every night, if you guys ever visiting space that Grant, myself, and Nelson's in, Grant and I go at it every freaking night. I mean, he disagree on just about every goddamn thing. Right? Grant, you agree with that, right? so we disagree on it and we go at it. You know, our views are different. But that has not stopped Grant from being there, you know, and being a friend at every given opportunity. So I just want to speak to the character of the people who are like, you know, you guys are sitting there in the background, like, oh, coon convention and all this other shit. That's fine. That's fine. I just want to just put it out there that Grant he's come here and he's held himself accountable. There are people right now that's in this room that, and we switch the title up and bring your asses up here right now. Okay, a lot of you. Okay, that's it talking mad cash shit. And Nelson and I open up the books on you guys because we get back channels all the time. All right, you guys will haul ass and run and be done on this app. Okay, you guys we get things about someone took $10,000 from this black man, someone took $7,000 from this woman. All this other stuff that comes to us. So we try to hold back because we're not here. We're trying to make sure that we show a positive thing. Now, just because we're going to speak up for someone that's holding themselves accountable, you guys, that's part.
We getting ready to go do the crab legs and stuff.
If Grant had done something wrong, Nelson and I spoke about this.
And we're drinking water.
Like, we would talk to him about it. Okay, and there would have been some accountability. But this man, he spoke about speaking in a certain way for his audience, and it didn't come out right. He said it didn't come out right. I agree it didn't come out right. But he came and said, "Hey, I'm here. I'm being accountable," and that's all you can ask of someone. And guess what? You guys should be happy with that because guess what? One day you may be you're going to say something wrong, whether it's personal or professional. Okay, and you're going to say, I didn't mean it that way, and you truly didn't mean it that way. And you're going to wonder why people. You
got to quit talking like this because, man, the chat is being like pretty nasty.
Dang, it's cool now.
Yeah. Right here.
I mean,
here's the deal. Okay, I can pay my children's college tuitions. Okay, I can do all of that. So they can bang on me. Okay, I'm a professional. I work, and I know how to prioritize. So I'm not here to be liked. Okay, I'm here, to have my voice heard, and my voice is being heard. So that's what I do. So, once again, instead of, Nelson and I opened this room up because, we spoke about the money that we've given. We speak about the education that we provide every morning, up at 6 a.m. Eastern time, educating people for free. Every morning, we're up 6 a.m. Eastern time, and for 6 hours, we're educating. And these people are like, oh, you're embarrassing the black people. All you do is talk about bitches and hoes. And do more fucking harm to the community than any goddamn thing Grant has ever fucking said. But then y'all come in here and y'all want to talk to more people, okay, business people that's doing business rooms, teaching people how to make money. You guys want to talk shit about them. And you think that we're supposed to say, oh, you're right.
I didn't know cash out for 80,000 today was going to get you defending me this strong.
But what I'm saying to you is this right here. They're holding rooms. They want to talk about Nelson and Jonathan. How many business rooms have you held? Fuck your fucking room about, is a black woman overshooting? Fuck no, she's not overshooting. Pull your fucking stuff up if you don't like what the fuck she's doing. And stop going on the app and fucking complaining about it.
We're going off. Oh my.
So that's all I. Bunch of motherfuckers that's trying to judge strong black men. That's really how it's fucking people. Fucking Jordans and shit. I'm trying to speak on it. But what I'm trying to say here is this right here.
Let's go.
Real recognize real. Real fucking recognize real. And Grant has been one of the realest motherfuckers on this app. That's what I hate about our fucking community. What? I didn't fucking situation. Your fucking choices put you in that situation. And now you want to sit here and complain and complain. You complain about us. You complain about any goddamn thing you complain about. Okay, because you want to have an excuse for where the fuck you are. Okay. Okay. I was arrested for fucking selling fucking drugs. All right. And guess what? I was able to still make something out of my fucking self. I was able to do all that shit. In spite of, what the fuck is your excuse? So I don't want to hear that bullshit. Stop talking about black women abandoning you. Stop talking about Nelson, Zakoon, Jonathan Zakoon. Grant fucking said something that hurts your fucking feelings. Man the fuck up and I'm done.
Hey, man,
That was Jonathan.
But most importantly, we did this space for Grant, Uncle G. You goddamn right, I called him Uncle G. You got a problem with it? Kiss my black African ass. Now, here's the deal for the real ones in the room, the real ones in the audience that got Uncle G's back, the real ones in the audience that think Uncle G did his goddamn job in this room by addressing this goddamn situation, and you ready to move on from it. I want you to type in the chat, I stand with Grant. Type that shit in the chat right now. Type it in the chat right now. I stand with Grant. I stand with Grant. Drop it in the fucking chat so the fucking haters can see that shit. I stand with Grant. Light it up in the chat right now. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Jonathan, let's go. Let's go. Fuck out of here.
Man, I said all I have to say, man. I said we sit here, man. Like I said, for 2 years straight, Grant. Let me know what I owe you. No, Grant. For 2 years straight, I said 6 hours a day. We sit here and we teach everyone about mortgages, about how to do wholesaling, how to do fucking mortgage, how to fucking do real estate, every aspect of real estate. Grant has come in that room and taught every day for 2 years for 6 hours. And yet you guys talk about women, while you guys are talking about black women and how to fucking put them down and how to get your dicks up.
Facts. I value man. And black women this, black women that, black. You're not going against them. You're going against us. You know how crazy that is.
Let's not forget. Let's not forget they dox each other, put each other's address out, say we're gonna pull up and kill you, we're gonna shoot you. We hope your mom die. We hope she get cancer in her breast and all this. And this is black people doing this to one another, by the way. And you worried about what Grant is talking about? You better change your priorities real fast, man. And this is coming from someone who done banged with Grant, Ledger, everybody. And ain't none of y'all stood with nobody who banged when it was time to bang. I don't know why you got to hit with that name.
I don't know why you got to use his name in the same sentence.
I apologize, Unc, man. You know what I'm saying? But you understand what I'm trying to tell you. I done banged with all the rich people. We done banged with them and all that. So get out of here with that nonsense. Y'all doxing each other, trying to get each other killed. Y'all know people pull up the addresses and let shots go, and you still do it to one another. So, yo, get out of here with this. You worried about what Grant said. You the real coon because you hurt by what the white man said because you want his testicles too hard. You understand me? That's cooning. Stop worrying about what Grant talking about.
Man, you know, I like the fact that this show, now at the end, we're banging hard. We're just going to fight. I like that. I like the fact that Jonathan Bing inspired that. Because you know what? You know what, Jonathan? You're right. You're right. Everything you're saying is right. Everything Mark is saying is right. Fuck it. Why not? Okay, for that.
Nah, bro. Go crazy, bro. No, bro.
That dude Trill to come on his goddamn stage sounds like he's in his mother's fucking basement trying to call me a fucking coon. I want to ask that motherfucker, how many black people have you helped in your motherfucking life? And you got the balls to call me a coon? You can't even help your life. You can't even help your life. How many black people have you helped in your fucking life? You got the balls to come up on this goddamn stage and call us coons. These motherfuckers are crazy. You can't even pay a phone bill. You want to come up here and call me a coon when we've helped so many black people on this app.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
All they do is tear each other down on this app, black people on this app. And this Hope is saying this, by the way. So I don't care about how none of y'all fill in those rooms because y'all don't come in my rooms anyway. My rooms is lit without y'all. But that's all y'all do. I was doxing. Ain't nobody saying nothing about that. Oh, but now y'all got this fake outrage because Grant said something. What about people like he just said that's really being harmed, affected? Like people family that's really like nervous after they get doxxed and shit like that. Y'all don't care about shit like that. Y'all don't speak on y'all fake. Y'all niggas is fake, phony as fuck. I hate it, son. Y'all niggas is real fake.
Bro, they pick and choose, bro. They pick and choose, bro, because you know what I'm saying? It's like when we're in the hood, right? The person who they know might be a bully, they'll let them say anything. But anybody else say anything, it's 100% on these people's heads. Y'all pick and choose who you want to go at because you cowardly. Keep the same energy with everybody. You bang on Grant, bang on the other people that's doxing people. How you doxing somebody like Hocus, who's helping the community come from a real background, a real street dude who changed his life out? Y'all goofy, bro. It's goofy, and I'm not with it, bro. My bad, Julian. I ain't mean to cut.
No, it's all good, bro. One thing I would say, and I don't speak too much now, but the thing is, like, you can tell who don't get outside, who don't even get outside their neighborhood, who don't get outside their circle. Because if you do, then you run across individuals that might speak from a perspective. And that's when you have to understand people's perspective. Then you learn how to make things apply to your life. The man was trying to tell y'all when the whole reparation things come up, I'm not bringing it up for that point, but just to say, use what you got to your advantage. There's entities, there's agencies, there's political arenas, different things that can bring, and if you put it all together and you sit and have the right conversation, you can assimilate everything you need to change your situation and then the people that's in your community too. And that's what he was about to break down to y'all, but y'all didn't have the patience to let the man talk. So that shows a lot about your intellect.
You know something else, and I'm telling you something. They were heavily calling us fucking coons and shit when we were speaking to them as professionals, as they should be spoken to, as fucking respectful individuals. But when we start talking that, okay. When we start talking terms, so you guys, when someone speaks to you regularly and show you respect, you want to disrespect them because you think they're soft. But when someone lets you guys know what the fuck the deal is, okay, and where the fuck they're coming from, it's different. And they tell me, still cool. Look, bitch, go lay out with these motherfucking dudes that's going to get your fucking ass knocked up and not do shit about you. You're in the back and back chat defending this ignorant shit. Okay? When you should be trying to get better. Okay? We want better for the fucking men. So we all can have fucking better. But yeah, you're encouraging this bullshit.
Talking about crazy, man. It's crazy, bro.
Yo, John, this going viral, Mark.
But everything he's saying is 1,000,000% facts, bro. I haven't found no lies in nothing that he said. And it's coming from me, bro. You know I'm the crash out king. I used to be. Until even Jonathan had to sit me down and be like, yo, you got to chill out and change your perspective. Me and Nelson done banged out. Me and Jonathan done banged out. Me and Grant, everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, look. Even myself, I had to take a back seat and realize I was perpetuating some ignorance at certain points. So, look, be accountable. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Can I
yourself accountable? Saying, yeah, you can after I'm done, my bro. Respectfully, I'm gonna go on mute for you. Go ahead, because I feel like you're about to say some nonsense anyway. So
yeah, I don't know if y'all can hear me because my signal is going in and out, right? I'm gonna speak directly to Grant. Grant, I don't know you. I don't or not. My message to
See, Nelson, that's them phones you was just talking about. That's them phones you was just talking about.
You said earlier that iron sharp iron.
Yo, go on mute, man. You gotta fix that phone signal.
Yeah, bro. Motherfuckers, y'all would come up and come at us with these motherfucking androids and shit. Y'all come at us with these fucking androids.
Out here on Grasshopper Wireless trying to talk crazy, man. I was see.
Man, this is what I was talking about previously about hypocrisy. It's twofold. One is ignorance. Half of the people that use the terminology coon don't even know what a coon actually is. And two, they'll call another black man a coon in the most derogatory and demeaning manner. But if a white man was to call him a coon, then all of a sudden they're indignant when they just use that same terminology towards the black man yesterday. But today they want to get the white man counsel. Acting is the greatest insult that they just used out of their own mouth yesterday. These people are confused, man. They're just full of psychosis, okay, and dissonance. And this is how they go through life. And they threaten me. So they praise a person. Obviously, they may not have heard it. Maybe they were so mesmerized by the beats, or maybe they didn't even comprehend Jay-Z's lyrics. But they just bopped their heads to it and kept buying his records. When he actually told you he did that, dumbed down for you. So obviously, when you're bopping your head, you are the dumbed down one that he's talking about. And he sold millions.
That's your hot.
And he did it for his own profit. Where in contrast, a man is just speaking matter-of-factly, okay, authentically, but with no malice. And yet he's doing things for people who are Black. And yeah, you want to counsel him, but you support the other guy. Y'all are crazy. Yeah. Like literally crazy. Yeah, you know. And you think, hold on, Grant. Let me finish 1 second, Grant. The thing is, they think this cancel culture mentality they have is original to them. They think it's their own idea. And they don't know that you're just a bunch of meat puppets walking around parroting other people's words and acting out their ideologies.
So Yoshi, this is Michelle. Is it kind of like
crazy?
Yoshi, is it kind of like how you see women dancing on the dance floor and shaking their ass to when they're calling them bitches and hoes in the rap music?
Kind of like that.
Goddamn right. How about that?
Kind of like a woman. You can't blame us. The lady said that.
Kind of like the man that's at work bopping his head to Biggie Smalls when he's singing and talking about why you're at work. He's in your woman with the breaststroke. But you bopping your head to that. Like that. So kind of like you go and cast your vote for Hillary after she's just pulling hot sauce out her purse.
Or put your dad in jail.
That's just crazy.
None of these things that you guys are talking right now about, can I have an opinion? Is that right?
That's right.
Where's Jonathan, go get his phone.
I'm not even.
Take his phone.
That's the big takeaway.
What?
That's the big takeaway in the last 3 or 4 days.
This is.
Man, they grabbed my phone quick.
You understand, Grant? You can't have an opinion on many. This is the thing about it.
Take Grant's phone.
Man, collect. Yeah, you can get it. You can get it. Go ahead, though.
All right, so check it out, right? I've been waiting. I've been listening, man. Listen, I listened to the clip, right? This ain't. I ain't come up here for all the vitriol and all the bullshit, right? And I know I've heard you already apologize and everything already, right? I just want to say this to you. You know you from a can of paint, really. Like I never followed you or anything, but I guess it's an issue with the Black community, right? And a lot of these guys that are like caping for you right now, they don't represent the majority of us. I guess they represent they probably represent the parts on your balls that nobody can see.
Your name's Doug Bill. You represent the ignorant. Shut your bitch ass up.
Right, you're right. But I just want to say this to Grant, right? The reason why you made that mistake, Grant, is because of the fake people around you. Had you been around real Black people, you wouldn't have never been felt comfortable to even say that. Like that would have never been a mistake.
What's a real Black person, man? What's a real Black person?
Let me finish, right? I'm telling you this, bro. I don't know you from a can of paint. And I'm not speaking vitriol to you or none of that. I've heard all of the business things that you do, and I'm only speaking to the future of you doing business with Black people is dependent on the honest Black people you keep around you. Those motherfuckers, even the ones that are on the stage that are not really, they should be mad. They're playing like, yo, man, you're my man, you're fucking. These are the problem ones around you that make you look the way you're looking right now. They are the ones. And I'm not saying anything to you. You've done what you've done. You're in this room. I respect that you're here being held accountable. I respect that part, right? Even though I don't like what you
I've
say.
actually, hey, Doug, I've actually considered what you're saying.
Let me just land with this because I really want this to hit home with you. I really want this to hit home with you going forward for yourself, bro, because I'm probably never going to speak to you again, right? I'm probably just be in rooms doing whatever I do on this app. But to really let this go forward with you when you finish with all these people grabbing your balls and all that shit, I just really want you to think of this. The people that you had around you, to the point where you did that interview with that woman, Trump, that you was comfortable enough to say that, you would have never felt comfortable to say that because the people that you had around you that would have kept you honest,
came out your mouth, and I'm done speaking. Yeah, the people.
Hey, Jonathan.
One mic on Grant.
Doug, I think I appreciate that feedback. I think it's the most important feedback I've gotten today because I've actually considered that. I'm like, hey, did I get too comfortable in rooms? And then, and then I'm in this other situation. So I've actually considered that. I appreciate feedback.
You know what? If I can say something right now, first of all, to all of the Black men that's on the stage, please just allow me to speak. And the way that you all are protecting Grant, I ask you all to give me that same amount of protection as I speak. I promise not to be disrespectful, but I got to get this off my chest. Thank you. The reason why people are feeling the way that they're feeling is because they're seeing Black men take up for Grant. Now, let me just say this, because Grant is a big boy. Grant is a big boy with a big bag, with a big mouth and big balls. And I mean that respectfully. And Grant can hold his own weight. So you don't have to put your neck on the chopping blocks for Grant. Now, I'm not saying that none of you all are lying, because y'all, everybody that spoke, they have some truth, but it's truth and people in their opinion and how they feel. For example, Jonathan, I heard you loud and clear. And as a Black woman, I wish that I can say that some of the stuff that you just said on this stage was not true, but I know it is. So I'm not going to throw you under no bus. I'm not here to call you no coon. Nelson, I can't do it for you either. Hocus, I respect you. I respect all of you Black men. The problem is right now is we're doing so much bashing with one another. We won't let Grant stand up and be the man that he already is. Grant don't need nobody in here to hold his balls because he hold his own balls. What the problem is Grant told his truth, and that's that man's truth. How are we going to be mad at Grant for telling the truth on how he do his marketing and how he can relate to people? Now, again, Grant, this is directly to you, because again, like the other brother just said, I believe that the problem is that you got comfortable, and that's okay. What can we do now? What can you do now moving forward? Because you can say, I'm sorry 1,000,001 times. I don't even need your I'm sorry. I don't need it. But what can you do moving forward to address the people who genuinely may be feeling a certain type of way about what you said, to help bring more unity in our community? And let me back up before I even ask this question, because the truth of the matter is that while we're asking Grant this, Grant is not even responsible for doing it. But because I believe he does have a heart for Black people, I don't believe Grant is racist. I believe that Grant got some Black folks that can call him in the middle of the night, and out of his heart, that he will get up and answer the call and help them folks out. And some of you will never hear about it. But on the flip side of that, I believe that Grant got to stand in some rooms with some folks that really don't like Black people. And they really look at Grant and be like, what the fuck are you doing, boy? Why are you fucking with them Black people? What the hell is wrong with you, nigger lover? I believe that he gets that. Now, I'm not saying that I heard it, but if I was a fly on the wall, I can believe that Grant got to straddle the fence real thin to fit in a whole lot of places. So again, Grant, I'm not holding you to the cross, but if you look in your messages, me and you done sat on stages before. As a matter of fact, I am Vera Giles Norris from the Cats Out show, where I let the cat out the bag about most things that people don't openly talk about. And you said some things to me on the stage in front of 1,000 or more people. Go look in your chats. And I would just like to know, what can you do now to answer the call and to help some people that genuinely want to help their own people? They're not cooning, but they're out here in the community really doing things to make a difference. How could you reach back and help them?
Jared, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, beautiful. And I will consider that. And I will say that I have not had any white people reach out to me and say what you said. But look, I'm always looking to do better. I appreciate your analysis of the situation. And most importantly, I appreciate that you want to. How can we do stuff? How can we do stuff to fix things for everybody? So, or at least for the people that want to improve and do better. I think some people want to stay in the past and stuck there. I don't. I want to see what I can do to make a contribution. And I did just see your messages about the human trafficking. So I reached out to you already on how we can do something together on that in the future.
And let's be clear, Grant, because let's just be clear. Can I just say this? Can I just say this real fast? Grant, hello, I just want to clear something because I just got some messages. Can I just clear this? Grant, if you give the date on when we were holding those conversations, because it is a spin-off from a room that we were in way back in 2021, the exact 2 rooms, the exact date is the room where we sat in, where you had the private room, when you did the billionaire, where we watched you on television for the first time, when they showed that episode. And the next conversation is from January the 11th of 2021. Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to confirm that. So this is nothing new. I've been in your chats and we've been held a conversation on some things that you said you would do. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, I'm looking at something right now from April in 2020 about missing persons, sex trafficking prevention. That's all I see. You're talking about my clubhouse.
May I get in the conversation, Nelson? Hey, John. Hi, Grant and moderators, everyone, good evening. As a certified facilitator and a person that facilitates conversations like this, companies hire me to come in and do this. I'm disappointed in Nelson and Jonathan, and I'm going to tell you why. You guys are friends with Grant, so there is a bias there. And you guys should never have facilitated the conversation. Now, Grant, what I want to say to you is your apology came through, all of that, but then it was buts after it. If you were my client, I would have worked with you on how to repair this situation and the words that you said. See, what happened in this room, and I listened for a while and I'm disgusted, is on everybody's side. Because it should have been a room where Grant really truly listened to understand instead of listen to respond. And on both sides, it should have happened that way. And it did not. And I can speak on this because, like I say, I get paid big bucks to do this. So I'm not a broke person. I'm not any of that. And none of that should matter whether somebody is broke. The statements that you made, we cannot diminish those statements whatsoever, sir. So I am a little thrown off at this conversation because it was not facilitated properly. If it was facilitated properly, we would not have had the outburst, the demeaning words, and all of those things. So, Grant, if you are looking for someone to help you with this, I'm your person. But let me say this. Let's stop saying that we don't see color. Because when we say that we don't see color, we are upholding racism. When we say that we don't see color, you are denying someone their identity. So we do see color. Everybody does. But Jonathan and Nelson, this room was not facilitated properly. And I want to tell you guys that. So do not disrespect me. And I'm telling you this from a professional standpoint. You all are content creators, but you all are not facilitators. In a delicate situation, such as this. Now, I don't care how many black people upholding Grant or they stand with Grant, and that's fine. But we cannot diminish what those statements felt to black people. And I hope you receive that, Grant. And thank you for allowing me to speak.
Yeah, Nelson, can I say something?
You should clarify.
Vega, this is why I did. I want to say something. Hold on 1 second. I just want to say something real quick. So, personally, I don't have much time to speak right now because I got to go to Raleigh, but I wanted to say this really quickly because I've been hearing these things in this room for a while, and it's kind of been getting like a little irritating. So, I've been following Grant since 2017. I don't know how many people in this room actually follow Grant outside of Clubhouse or even know about him outside of Clubhouse, but the first article I ever read from him was Why I Never Wash My Rolls Royce, right? I look at the article, read it, and it made complete sense. After that, the next car I bought, I leased it. Why? Because it made sense, right? So it was something that I learned from him, right? No racism involved, just him teaching people, right? He's speaking his mind, saying things that he's going through and what he's doing, and he's just talking about it and giving people information where you can actually learn from him. Anything he said that people have talked about, I don't find any of it racist at all. Couldn't find it, even no matter how many times I listen. Hold on, Sharon. So I couldn't find anything racist behind it, right? I've been called a coon before for the way that I think. Do I care? No, not really. Doesn't matter. I correct people about it, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, Nelson, Jonathan, Mark, they're in here, right? They're moderating, right? Truly moderating. They facilitated a space, bringing people together. They brought people together in a space to have Grant speak with people on this, right? Bringing people up to hear their piece one by one and things like that. That's great moderation, honestly, right? People got heard, right? But at the end of the day, I've never seen so many people that seek out the most respect from people, demand it, but they don't reciprocate. And that's the biggest issue that I see with this, right? And I've never seen so many people, no matter what you're doing, you're trying to find so many different ways of fishing to find a way to crucify a man for something that he isn't, right? Like, even if he corrects himself and apologizes for something and said, you know what, that came out wrong, you still find a way to keep him in a place where, well, even though it wasn't racist, you shouldn't have said it anyways. Like, what is that? Like, where are you trying to get to, right? In reality, like, you don't follow him outside of this app. You don't do business with him. You don't really care for what he's actually doing for people or even trying to help people. You're really just sitting in here like sheep. I hear people just